What is up, guys? Shout out Alan here, and today we are going to be talking about one of the new uniforms that was added in the last update, talking about Captain Marvel. I already had her at tier 3 before, and so it made it easier to say, hey, let's go ahead and see the uniform, see the difference, see what she can do. And so we're going to look at that uniform real quick. We're going to see the build. We got a couple Odin's Blessings, but I mean, really, my Uru is all over the place, right? I got attack speed, I don't need that. I don't need crit rate, and so she really does need to be kind of cleaned up just a smidge. Skills are maxed out. Type ranking, rank 4. ISO, still pretty good. Stage 10, that's nice. But her gear, I mean, she just got a crit rate with 160 proc and immune to web, so that's not going to affect me in any kind of world boss situation whatsoever. So let's look at the uniform. The uniform effects changes her to a villain, right? And she also has these things: increased damage dealt to supervillains by 50%, and decreases damage received from supervillains by 50%, and decreases all damage by 40%. So you got tankier, but you'll see very quickly she still is kind of a glass cannon. If you go through the uniform options, you have the Hulk Immortal Hulk, Moon Girl Monsters Unleashed MFF variant, Star-Lord Grounded, which is his best one, Dormammu, which is his best one, and Psylocke Disassembled, but she can't get Transcended or Tier 3, so it just kind of it is what it is. So I have all attack, all defense, dodge, and HP on these uniform options. The skills, they kind of changed. Before, you would take the 5th skill and it kind of created a buff on all the skills. It would kind of change them a little bit, and so you do some 3s and some 4s and stuff. But as you'll see, this rotation, the skill rotation is just different, right? So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Look at that skill rotation. Hit this preview skill. So when you're doing this skill rotation, you want to do a 2, right? And when you do 2, it does this: it stuns, paralyzes, and increases attacks for 4 seconds, energy damage for energy, and then all that stuff. So you do that, then you're going to do a 5, which when you do 5 is going to stun, incapacitation, but also a all attack and all defense buff, all speed, crit rate, removes incapacitation, right? And then 4, which is going to be your big bulky move. So, and it also attacks people who have the ignore targeting, right? And so then that one does a lot of damage. And then what you're going to do is when 4 runs out, then you're going to go ahead and do a 3, which adds all defense down, which is useful for a World Boss Legend, or the second half of Thanos. And so what you're going to do for that rotation, right? Well, I accidentally grouped them up while I was reading all that text. So you're going to do 2, 5, 4, let it play out, and then hit 3. And by the time 3 is done, because 3 is nice because it's an iframe, so you can dodge most attacks and you can do it again. Alright, 2, 5, 4, and then a 3. Now, I have not quite figured out the best way for the tier 3 skill, because it is kind of still not very good. So maybe you 2, 2, 5, 6, and then as it lands do 4, but it feels like your damage falls off and you're going to end up proccing on the meteor falling down, which you want to proc on 4. You want to get that damage proc to hit on that one with all these buffs. So 2, 5, 4, let it play out, hit 3. Sometimes I might hit a 6 skill, so who knows. But those are the skill rotation. Let's show off kind of the stuff that she can do really well against as far as World Boss Ultimate. So if you have her, she's energy attack, Captain Marvel, and so she's going to be good against Cull Obsidian, right? I'm not going to make it too hard because I want to showcase a lot of good things that she's got going on, right? So her own leadership is at 30% detective energy, right, which is a nice thing, right? We have the Phyla-Vell buff, right, which also adds a team up with an extra energy attack, and also she buffs any universal, right? She gives the 30% all attack to universals, skill damage, and bonus but damage, right? So as long as there's a universal on the team, she gets to buff them. And then we have the Proxima Midnight, who has the on her uniform gives all attack buff to villain allies. So Captain Marvel is now a villain, so she can take advantage of that passive. So that's as good as the Mystique passive, and she's also universal. So that's the team, but it really doesn't, we're showing off Captain Marvel, we're not showing off the whole team. But you'll see I had no strikers, there's no additional health, no mind control, no anything like that. So we'll go back to that rotation that we had going on, that 2-5-4, and then follow it up with the 3. So 2-5-4, and as she gets done punching, we'll go ahead and do the 3, and that's going to apply some all defense down, which will set up nicely for the next round. 2-5-4, and then thing. Alright, you can go ahead and thing, but you'll see if she takes damage, she's in trouble because she does not have a heal still. Tier 3 to get out of the attack. 2-5-4. Oops, missed it. My rotation's all out of whack. Alright, now see the damage is pretty good. I didn't even hit the buttons right, but stage 35 against Cole, no problem. Not an issue for Captain Marvel, despite her being a villain now. So. Also, you can use her on things like Corvus, right, or Thanos. So we're going to do Thanos, we're going to drop it down to 20, just to showcase what it is. We're going to get that same team. Oh, actually we're going to use this team, because this team will work on World Boss Legend 2, because you have Universal Attack buff, which is kind of close to the Phyla-Vell buff anyways, and then we'll switch to Captain Marvel. We're going to go ahead and bring Venom along for the heal. And so that hopefully this is a great run as well, because we're doing this all in one take, so that's pretty cool for me, and I enjoy doing that. So we're going to see Captain Marvel do some damage against the Mad Titan. Alright, same rotation, and we're not, that 2-5-4 is not focused on the all defense down, it's the 3 that works on the all defense down, so, which I did it when she was, when he's hiding. You can see that damage is still pretty good. Alright, if we get it down to 11, we're going to skip the... Nice, we get to skip the other guys, so that is impressive. But now I have this awkward scenario where they're still doing it, even though Thanos is dropping stuff. So that was a chaotic mess, to say the least. But we're safe, 2-5-4. Alright, here's a 3. 2-5-4. Alright. You just gotta watch Thanos' attacks, because he's really strong. Okay, so Cole and Ebony show up, grab somebody else, walk around, run away, dodge the rocks, the boulders, the asteroids, whatever you call them, comets. 2-5-4. So he's doing this cross thing, which if I use a tier 3, it ignores his defense. Right, remember the 4 skill does hit people that ignore targeting, so if he's in iframe, you can still hit him. But there, boom, 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 Thanos donezo. So I think Captain Marvel is pretty strong against World Boss Ultimate, but let's see how she does against World Boss Legend. So, same team, Universal, Lead, Medusa, Proxima, Midnight, Extra Mace. No, I can't do that, yeah. So, we're also going to have Venom again for the thing. We're going to go to stage 2, just to go by a little bit quicker, but she can help you, right? She's going to do good. So, here we go, No, Mr. No, 2-5-4. As soon as it's done, you hit the 3. Whoops, we don't get popped back. Right, that's some pretty good damage right there. 2-5-4 again. Do the co-op skill. Careful to not be taken over by the symbiote. 2-5-4. Go ahead and do the 6. When that boulder lands, and there's some boulders afterwards that kind of land, so I did a 3 after that. And then got tangled. Restart, 2-5-4. Alright. That's pretty good. Pretty good damage on Null so far. 254. Co-op. He's out of the chair by 4 minutes, which is really good. So, if you get him out of the chair and it's less than 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you're going to be pretty close on finishing the fight. Unless you have some crazy proc damage going on. Alright, I'm going to leave at the 6 and then 254, see how that works. Okay, well, I can start to tell. I was close to the 22 right there anyways, but I don't know. So, Captain Marvel, she does have good movement speed, which is nice, because she flies around. 254. And I like easy rotation. Right, this is an easy rotation. 254. That's it. 254. Punch. Alright, do a 3. Alright, she's fast enough to avoid these symbiote tentacles. Alright, so you just hug the edges. So it's done. 254. Boom. Alright, you should be doing dragon phase. Top of 3, see if we can sneak some damage in there. Go ahead and swap if we need to. So I'm looking to the left, so we'll go ahead and swap again so he stays right there. Easy peasy. Back to Captain Marvel. And we're cruising through this thing. Alright, 254. And that's it. So we're ready on the last phase. We're ready for Mr. Null to be deceased. She does get guard broken, so you can't really do a lot of skills here without getting interrupted. And so, just out of experience, when I was doing some practice runs on it, I noticed that was the case. And so, just wait for Thor, but, I'm not too worried about it because she's going to have enough damage coming down. Alright, 254. Follow it up with 3. 254. There we go. That's it. She's able to do Null stage 2, so that is also good. So if you can get to stage 2, I picked stage 2 because of the purifying wind. That's on the effect right here on the bottom left. That's the easiest one to dodge because it just shows you where those 3 arrows are coming from. You just dodge them, right? That's pretty easy. If you got things like Poison, you got things like Blade Twister, can really wreck her because she's very squishy. So last thing we're going to show off, we're going to go ahead and do Mephisto real quick, and then you'll see that she can help you with most of your world boss situations, and so that makes her really strong and really beneficial. I think she's a must-buy for that uniform. It's a huge upgrade from her endgame uniform, but it's also a really big upgrade for her base kit. So if this is the first time you're getting Captain Marvel, I would recommend getting her. Right? Rotation is the same, 254. Wait, then knock off 3. Right? Do some co-op. 254. 5. 254. I mean, it's easy rotation, right? You just kind of get in the habit of doing it. Alright, good movement speed, so she can do a lot of Mephisto, like the dodging and stuff like that. I would probably swap for Mephisto getting enraged on that second phase, just because you don't want her to get burnt and take a lot of damage over time. So when he gets enraged on the second one specifically, I may go ahead and swap her out. Right, the damage is really good even without the tier 3. Because you don't want her to die. I mean, because you don't want anyone hero to die, but you specifically don't want her to die. So, oh, I thought he was enraged. I'll just poke him once. This is still a Captain Marvel run, even though Proxima poked him. She's got way fast. She is faster than Captain Marvel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5, 4. Now again, this is very impressive damage, but also you may not have as good cards as I do. I don't even have the best cards in the world. I want to get better. I think you should always work on your cards if you can. Even with Pierce, I think I have 14 or 15% Pierce, which is helpful. But you want to always make sure that you're working on them. Right? Your energy attack overall, your all attack overall, your physical attack all around, hit rates, especially things like skill cooldown and all of these, ignore defense. Those are the two things you need to max out first if you can. So go ahead and switch to Proxima to make sure we get around Mephisto. But if you're Captain Marvel, you're going to use Captain Marvel, then you're going to use her. I think she's going to help you out, even if you're early stages, even if you're just trying to, the objective is to get 5 different teams that you can do 5 different world bosses, right? So having her on your team is a good idea. And the best part is to acquire her, you just, it's very easy to acquire Captain Marvel. You get a 6-star version of her just from doing the legendary battle for free, right? Everyone loves free. Oop, I got smacked right there. And so then all you gotta do is pay for the uniform, which right now it's on sale. And then you increase your damage output for World Boss Legend. Let's just finish this. That's it. So she can do Cole, she can do Corvus, she can do Thanos, she can do, basically anything on the world boss docket, right? She can do, all these guys. So I think she's totally worth it, right? And so how do you get her again? You can get her 6-star automatically just by playing the Captain Marvel Legendary Battle. As soon as you hit normal, boom, it'll give it to you 6 stars, right, on this one, this page right here. Alright, then you get different bonuses if you have that uniform specifically. Then you have these challenges you can do. But the biggest thing is she's easy to get at 6-star, and her bios you can also buy from the support shop in your Dimension Mission area. Alright, so you can get it from right here, boom. So if you need more bios for her to get her to tier 2, there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So this first uniform that I'm going to review is Captain Marvel. So if you guys liked the video, make sure you drop a like, put a comment down below what you think of Captain Marvel, and which character you want me to do next. I think I'm just about ready to tier 3 Blue Marvel and see what he can do. Just a couple tier 3 materials shy, and so we'll look forward to that. But I'll catch you guys on the next one, and you guys have a great day.